Hey guys, it's Elizabeth from the Missionaries of God's Love. Welcome to our prayer and teaching, where you receive personal and spiritual growth. God wants us to do well in all aspects in our life. He does not only care about your salvation. Don't get me wrong, salvation is very important to God, but He cares about your overall well-being, like the good Father He is. So now let us prepare ourselves to feel God's presence, because the people who search for Him will feel His presence. Begin by sitting in a quiet place. Straighten your back, relax your shoulders, and take a deep breath in. Fill yourself with God. God wants you to feel His presence. Continue to take these deep breaths throughout this prayer. Today's topic is words don't make you bleed. We have been taught from a young age that words matter and we should care about them, that other people's opinions matter. Many children are threatened with the phrase of, "What will other people say or think?" First of all, let us remember we should only care about what God says about us. Your primary focus shouldn't be about other people's opinions. Unfortunately, many people are enslaved by this fear or of our imagination, because our imagination can think of various examples of what other people can say. Just believing in the endless possibilities, finding out that someone said something about us, or even worse, finding out that they said something negative about us, can have a big toll on people's well-being. However, wise people approach this situation with judgment. They will listen to what has been said about themselves and select which comments to pay attention to and which should be ignored. Many people think that whenever you hear something about yourself, you should immediately give it your attention. But that's not quite true. So, what should I do if I find out that people are criticizing me? If you find out what they have said specifically about you, evaluate if the criticism has some truth to it. And if there is, from your interior and from a distance, you should be thankful for the criticism you have received, because it helps you to see where you need improvement. But if you find out that what they said is false, you should laugh and feel bad for the people who have said it, because they are only expressing the negativity and pain that they have within themselves. Remember that when someone speaks badly about another person, they're really saying more about themselves than what they are saying about you. Some people say false things because they just want to gossip and want to be heard, or they may be jealous or envious. But sooner rather than later, they will face the consequences of their actions. Whenever we face these false critiques, we should trust God. God is always taking care of us, and He will always help us overcome the critiques or challenges we face in our lives. And again, we should only care about what God thinks about us. Also, the words that people say about you can only affect you if you give them the power to. If you do not pay attention to the words or critiques, they will just pass, because everything in this life is temporary. You will know if you are God-centered and humbled, because the critiques of others won't impact you greatly. So now analyze if people's critiques have been affecting you. And remember, focus on what God says about you, and not what others say. Because worrying about people's feedback or critiques is an endless cycle. Tell God, "Speak to me, Lord, for your servant is listening to you.